Here is my final project presented in my Human Resources Management class given by Professor Isabelle Harvey. To begin with, I will go over a quick overview of the fictional business I created called Mickey. Here, we simply give snowboarding and ski lessons all over Quebec, and our headquarters are located in Stoneham. As for the summer, we give wakeboarding and wake surfing lessons at Lac Saint-Joseph. Concerning labor relations, we are well aware of the laws put in place to encourage a safe environment, in which both unions and employers can exercise respective rights. These laws reflect both federal and provincial government policies. Each province has its own labor relations board that administers and enforces provincial legislations. Its duty is to create an administrative regulations describing how people unionize. They also receive the complaints related to unfair labor situations. They assure bargaining is done peacefully and with good intent. And finally, they take care of any violations of legislation. In order for a good labor relations system to work, it is very important for all three factors, which are the people, the process, and the environment, to work hand in hand. Uh, if not, it won't have all the positive results it must have. These results go from collective agreement to job satisfaction. At Mickey, our employees unionized to receive benefits ranging from better working conditions to a better salary. Any dissatisfaction they have can be solved in a peaceful environment. The way they unionize is very simple. It begins with an initial meeting. A membership card is then put in place, and following our application to Labor Relations Board, which then holds a secret ballot vote, and well, finally the committees are elected and the negotiations may begin. As the employer, we have obligations we need to follow, such as the impossibility to interfere with certification process. It is prohibited for us to dismiss or threaten any employees for exercising their right to form union. We are also not allowed to bribe anyone. And finally, we must always bargain in good faith, and that goes for both sides. We are not the only ones who have obligation. Union also has them. They have obligations taking away their right to interfere with operation of employer. They cannot intimidate anyone. They must give a fair representation for all members bargaining in the union. And well, obviously, they cannot engage in any illegal activities. Here at Mickey, we never had problems with unfair labor practices, and we plan on keeping it that way for a long time. Unionizations has a great impact on managers because it gives the union the possibility to be more present in management decisions, as well restricting behaviors and action. Before any negotiating, of course, preparation must be done. Gathering bargaining data, including wage and benefit comparisons, and a review of grievances. Also, looking at bargaining patterns can be a good tactic. Before negotiating, it is also important to discuss how far we are willing to go, and with the objective in mind, as we do not want to bargain for no reason. When all preparations are done, it is time for the actual negotiation to take place. Bargaining teams are created which analyze and resolve the proposals. Collective bargaining can result in striking, picketing, boycotting, employees getting locked out, and employees operating during their strikes. When including negotiations, a legal written document must be created. In rare cases, a grievance process can happen when an employer or employee complains that some aspect of the collective agreement has been violated. where they have rights to arbitration. Although, as mentioned before, we never faced any problems whatsoever in this area, and we are actually very proud of it. We are currently working on becoming a multinational in the coming years. Indeed, we are planning to open a ski school in Aspen, United States. When choosing this location, many important factors were into play. First off, the economic factors such as the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, which in the case of us selling and shipping ski supplies in the future will come in very handy. Also, the United States of America has protected property rights, which is a big plus for us. Being headquartered in Aspen, it will be easy for us to find adequate employees, as they have a strong ski and snowboard culture over there, as well as people are very well educated. Here is a report on Hofstede's cultural dimensions for the United States. We took from hofstedesinsights.com. The key point we must focus on here for our business is masculinity. As more boys than girls practice this sport, a higher masculinity will result in more customers for us. We are well aware that expanding to a new country means a lot more complex work for our HRM department, but we are ready to undertake this amazing challenge. As for our recruitment approach, we will expatriate employees to the US as well as hire host country and third country nationals. Many young athletes who we teach made a name for themselves in the industry. This then creates us a very good reputation in North America. As a result, people will be more attracted to work for us and to be our customers. As spoken in previous projects, our compensating system is off the charts, as we reward our employees with many things such as a fully paid vacation once a year to a vast choice of exotic places all around the world. They can go with their families. For our international selection process, it all begins with identifying our needs. We can then create a potential candidate pool, which we think the job will fit perfectly. The last step is to ensure the person is comfortable with his new location, as well as his family, as only positive should come out of this expansion we are doing. Lastly, we must consider many things when selecting the best expatriate employees, such as their ability to speak fluently the foreign language, their ability to respect diversity, and finally, their ability to adapt to new environment, as many things will change surrounding them. Let's talk about training and development needs for our employees who will work in the United States. First off, for a smooth transition, we will offer language and cultural sensitivity training for our employee and their whole family, who will move out with them. In the case of only the employee moving without their family, we will take care of any repatriation needs. In the rare case of a cultural shock, we will consider the person's health before everything else. In these situations, we would look them into case by case, considering everything. In this paper, the right decision for our expansion is quite promising, and I think it is the right decision.